know the tribe that used to live here? Oh, you're from Denmark. Okay, so you don't matter. Do you know the native land that you're on?
I'm back with this clown here.
No, that's not this fucking land. This land is... Oh, no, fuck. God damn it. This land is Chinook. This land is Chinook land.
This is American land.
This is Chinook land.
How far back should we go?
This is Chinook land. You only need to go back 200 years for this to be Chinook land.
I thought you don't believe in private property.
I don't.
So why do the Chinooks get it?
The Chinooks, this is their fucking land.
Fuck private property.
You came in and you colonized this shit. We came in and we colonized this shit. We are colonizers. We're still colonizing this land. Yes, because this is Chinook land. This is not American land.
American land.
Do you know who America is?
Who is America?
America is a guy who lived in the 1500s, and he was the one to first South America. Have you seen his maps? His maps are fucking awful.
Have you been to Europe?
America at all.
Have you been to Europe?
What? Yes.
Yeah. So Europe, it's the same.
Should we draw Europe's borders?
Yeah, we should dismantle all borders.
So then
No borders! No nations! Whatsoever!
Then why do the Chinooks get to have...
This is Chinook land. It's their self-determination. They get to determine for themselves.
But
you know,
who's for you to make that argument? Why are you superior to anybody that has a voice here?
Y'all came here and y'all executed and I'm sorry, I shouldn't say y'all. We, as white people, our ancestors came here and executed native people. My ancestors were here too. My ancestors came here as
however, we had a lot of Native American help too, dude.
They came here, they started oppressing people. Just because you're oppressed doesn't mean you get to oppress others.
We're not an apartheid state.
Don't speak for Native Americans. Let them speak for themselves.
One at a time.
Oh my God, we can't stick to a point because once I start winning, you start going elsewhere.
I don't know what winning. You've never had a day winning in your life.
I'm winning as long as this camera and that 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 camera there.
As long as these cameras are going.
As long as all those cameras are on me, then I'm winning.
No, you're losing! No!
Because I'm a distractor. The more that I keep your attention, the more I fucking win. That's how this works. The longer that I keep your attention, the more this works.
No.
That's how this works. I'm not here to commit violence. I'm here to make sure that you can't.
That's just as flawed. It's just as flawed as your view on communism.
And you just fall for it every single time. You just fall for it.
No, we're going to have a Bill of Rights. We're not going to fall for it. We're going to have a Bill of Rights that protects us from scum like you. Back up. What are you doing? Back up.
There's absolutely nothing you can say to a communist that matters. They only care about the cultivation. Nobody is around here.
This way. There's a way out.
Everybody's around me. I'm going to go this way. I can go whatever.
Bye.
Native Americans don't need you. Get the hell out.
I do apologize for my nephew, Bubba. We spoiled him when he was a child. We didn't discipline him properly. We gave him way too many toys. He took everything for granted. I am so sorry for Bubba.
I'm going to go beat my kid tonight. I'm going to go beat my kid up tonight.
Thank our children. That's also a good example of don't do drugs.
Yes. You know what? I think there's still hope left, though. Out here, a lot of us Patriots in Portland, at one point we were, you know, not like that, but halfway there, or been propagandized as we grew up. We all had to come out of it. That's why I was telling him earlier. I gave him a hug over there, and I told him, you know, you're still in the first chapter. You need to read the rest of the book, because once you read about history, you're going to find these commies have nothing for us as a humanity, as a people. And the only thing we have anything that is anything is the Bill of Rights. It protects us from the government.
Communism has killed over 200 million people in its history.
262 million.
Exactly.
And anybody who's had to live under it, like my father was a World War II II POW. He fought against real Nazis. And it's like anyone who has had to live against that or live under that comes back and they're appalled at people trying to put in.
Best friend's father lived in the Soviet Union. He told me the horrors of the Soviet Union. He was forced to salute Stalin, to Gorbachev, to everyone. If he didn't, he would be executed or taken to the gulag that day.
Yeah. And they think they're going to, all the communists here think when they bring communism here, they're going to be in part of the Central Committee and the Politburo. But they won't. They'll be the general populace. And those people can't even get a potato.
Yes.
They can't even scrounge up. They stand in a bread line.
I eat meat. I eat yes. And I eat elk. I got meat on my bones. I'm not afraid.
Yeah, exactly, man. Well, thank you, man, for coming out here, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, sure. As long as Wheeler we tolerate, we will.
Yeah.
Wheeler's a cuck.
Man, just check out my channel. It's called Breaking the Conditioning.
Okay.
Just check it out. Yeah, it's a comedy show I do. Sometimes I come down here and make these guys look stupid.
You gotta leave the park with that.
I do?
Yep, you do. Find the owner? I'll take it.
I know who the owner is.
You're gonna need to get going that way. Going back towards into the park is that way? Yeah.
Police have gotten rid of any rifles they think that they can use as a weapon, so as you heard from the video there, you guys are walking around for a little bit longer, wait for more people here.
I'm going to go up here and get a shot of the whole place here. Feel the blood. Here's what we got here. Yeah, sorry my feed went down earlier, guys. Looks like I lost like a few hundred people, but I got it back up. Man, that clown in the helmet, man. We really all gave him hell. I got a two-parter on that. Oh, he's over here again. Here he is. Oh, man. What do you think, guys? Should we go over and see what he's doing again? The Antifa? Somebody tell me in the comments. Should we go over there and see that little clown or not? I can get closer if you want. All right. Janie Doe says, yeah, so that's what we're going to do.
Antifa protest. Yeah, I like your hat.
All right, let's go over here and see what's going on.
Cool. That's good. That's good. I'm glad I'm in the middle of this crowd because now I get to, you know, once you start attacking me, they then get to, if they come and attack you, they are legally permissible in that. Did you know that? That's how the self-defense law here in Oregon works. It doesn't say that, you know, you get to attack people at will. There is no mutual combat law. Shit was just made up by Joey. There's no mutual combat law from the state of Oregon. Sorry to burst your bubble. So anything you do is an assault, is an affront. Listen, man, my face is already fucking everywhere.
It looks like your eyes don't go like this.
Oh, thank you. So, I'm really not worried about my face. It's everywhere. Oh, shit! Here comes that violence that we were all waiting for. There go the Proud Boys. They're gonna go and attack some people. And I'm gonna make sure that
you're one of them?
Sublines,
you're gonna make sure you're one of them?
Got you, all the sublines Oh no, keep going, keep going, keep going. Make a hole! Make a hole!
Alright, park the ground, guys.
Of course he gets things wrong. He was a literal fascist. So, how did Tina Fey get on the ground when he murdered?
Here comes Owen Schroyer.
How did that happen?
All right, here we go. Now it's about to get fun.
We all know it. That's the truth. I'm gonna stand in the front if I want to. Like, just try to take a breath. Like, don't, because I'm crossing the street.
Travis! Travis!
It's really about supporting American presence.
All right. We're going to make our way around over here. Get into the action here.
Sorry. My tweets, most of the stuff I talk about is, defending marginalized groups. I think trans people have a right to exist in this world. I believe Black Lives Matter. I also believe that all lives matter. But I am against messing with the Second Amendment because I think Black people have what we have in this country. Spread it out. We're able to defend ourselves.
We're going to march to the south. Okay. I came in from that way. It's clear. The whole crew. Everyone. Marching to the south. We're making changes. Living in that house.
Hey, take it 2 thumbs up. Yeah.
A lot of people say that if I were to say that I only believe in 2 genders, male and female.
Man, this little clown over here earlier, this little Antifa dude, I was over there hugging him on the video. It was
then you could go and stretch that even further because they've identified as people. They feel justified in attacking them. They feel justified in doxing their reality. Go Democrats! I can say that if someone racist and wants premises to Nazi, and therefore anyone who supports them is
it's like jumbo shrimp or something. Oxymoron.
By justifying, I'm saying that every day.
Absolutely. The first one to come up with the article was the Southern Poverty Law Center that said this was going to be a Charlottesville 2.0. Yeah, they wrote like 10 articles last week saying that this is a bunch of racist. And of course, and if you guys know about the Southern Poverty Law Center, first of all, that dude's been, the founder's been accused of like sexual molestation of a 9-year-old girl. Also,
they should have seen what the authors of those
articles were. People they identify as hate groups. They put Ben Carson on their extremist watch list. They put Muslims who've been victims of terrorist attacks on their extremist watch list. So anything that they say goes with a grain of salt. You can't take them as any validity. And as I said to someone earlier, when we talk about the Southern Poverty Law Center, they're a business. They get paid to identify people often as much as possible. I use the analogy, if there was no crime in your city today, you would have no need for police. So you need, but there's always going to be crime of some variety. But if you're a business making money off of social media sites that pay you to identify hate groups, pay you to identify extremists, it's in your best interest.
Yeah, Logan, I know what you're saying, Logan. Yeah, people get both sides are antagonizing. That's true, but we have a problem, man. They want to get rid of our Bill of Rights, and that protects us from the government, Logan. So I think we kind of have to stand out here. But I do get what you mean. At this point, nobody's really trying to get along. So I have to agree with you, Logan. Yeah, it could try to be nicer. Nobody's trying to turn it into a love fest.
No, obviously they don't want to be pictures. We've seen it in the past.
Yeah, I prefer the side that loves our country too, Janie. I'm with that. The Bill of Rights, the Founding Fathers, that's my stuff. So when these guys are talking about communism, I definitely think we have to go out and stand up to that.
James Gunn, who's been vilified for his comments, but in the New York Times,
signatures on a petition to keep them on the movie.
Yeah, and I'm not a fan of politics, but I'm saying what your words can cause. Now we have the New York Times hiring someone who's blatantly racist. Blatantly racist. I would be just as angry if you said that about black people, about trans people, about Jewish people. But like, no, that's okay. So we're seeing a shift where like free speech is fine as long as you're in our tribe. There's a lot of tribalism going on. Like, I really wish we all could just sit down and listen, but it's hard to do that when one side, again, like I said, when one side, your very speech is equal to violence. It's hard to have a conversation.
Yeah, what happened to sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Far cry from that, huh?
Far cry, and more than anything, it's really a cry of wolf. I mean, this is the wolf cry, and what I'm really afraid of is there really are neo-Nazis out there. There really really are far right-wing extremists out there, and we have not seen them yet. If I was a far right-wing extremist, you think I would tell you what time and date I'm going to show up somewhere?
Yeah, where my meetings are?
Hey, oh yeah, Tuesday, 5 o'clock, we're going to be here at the city square in front of everybody. But we're the guys with the guns and the fire sticks and shit. You think I would tell you that? Fuck no. But if you keep crying wolf, if they keep, pulling these bullshit arguments, it's the same thing I dealt with in Berkeley. So I was supposed to speak at the Patriot Prayer Rally in Berkeley last year, where Nancy Pelosi, Ed Lee, Barbara Lee said it was going to be a neo-Nazi rally. The speakers were myself, Joey Gibson, who's Japanese, Tootsie, who's Filipino, another black guy, Will Johnson, trans person, a gay person. But these are the so-called right-wing extremists that the media, Cron 4, San Francisco, Chronicle, KTVU, like these are the people that said that these are far right-wing rallies and that we were going to be espousing hate speech. And now I have groups in the Bay Area that have put me on a watch list so that they can attack me, if they see me out in the streets. F that noise, man. But they're not willing to listen to us.
Listen, the crowd loves you. The crowd loves you. They'll plug your YouTube channel one more time.
My YouTube channel just went down. My name's Ryogavee, RYOGAVEE. You can find me on YouTube, on Twitter. If you really want to see some hate speech, go to my Twitter, which is all just like really left-leaning shit. I'm far more likened to like Malcolm X and Huey P. Newton than I am to like any form of like extremist. Which in fact my family was with Huey P. the night he died. One left to go get some more guns because they were worried about getting shot that evening, and that's when Huey died. That's my background. When I lived in Greenville, Mississippi, my aunt who raised me, I remember when the Klan marched down the street on horseback with full regalia and hoods and shit, and marched down the street. I remember she's had me, I was under her leg, she had her pistol, standing on the porch, because they wanted to come out and demonstrate. So guns keep us safe, we're all just people just trying to exist and like respect this country, respect our environment, participate in the right to gather, and there may be some racists here, but I hope if there are, they come up and talk to me, we can have a conversation. Maybe we can change their mind, but calling everybody Nazis and hate speech, these horrible people, that's not going to help anybody. All you do is drive them further to the right, and I think a lot of us probably should come more towards the center, so this doesn't have to be all these divisions and the potential of like fights and violence in the street. It's all dumb shit. Far left is bullshit.
Amen, man. Amen. Hey, good stuff. God bless you, brother.
Shout out, guys. CX in the chat. Sup, Alex Jones. Hope to meet you someday. You should never meet me sometime. I want to tell you about Berkeley, what I saw on the ground.
Are you going to be there tomorrow?
I think so. Even though I think it's because last time 600 people came in and beating us and basing us and shit. But since they put me on a watch list, I kind of feel obligated to go now.
Yeah, you got to watch the events.
Yeah, I gotta go.
You're on the watch list. That means you have to watch the events. Yeah. All right. Hey, God bless you, man. Thank you for talking to us. All right. So here's a quick.
Sorry, you guys missed all that good stuff. My stream went down.
All right, I'm gonna try to head over to the Antifa side and see if anybody will talk to me over there. I have no idea. See what they got going over there. All right. All right, let's see what these guys are doing over here.
Let's go! Nazi boys have got to go! Hey, hey! Nazi boys have got to go! Hey, hey!
What's up, dude? What's going on?
You must immediately vacate the roadway and proceed to the sidewalk.
I'm trying to document all this crap. It's crazy stuff here. Just
Subject to arrest for disorderly conduct,
what's happening?
and other state and city
It's not, dude. I was talking to this one dude over here, and he was really mad, man. It's like, can't we just why can't we get along? You know what I mean? Like,
I think we're
it's really sad, man. I definitely am on the side of everybody getting along, and I'm not really. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm wondering what the block is. There seems to be some kind of block with both sides. where they're mad,
This is the
all the
Portland Police
everybody's
Bureau.
mad.
Southwest
Do you
NATO
think
is
there'll
open
ever
to
be a time when everybody decides to
You must immediately vacate the roadway and proceed to the sidewalk. If you remain in the roadway, you may be subject to arrest.
Maybe it'll be one person who says or does the right thing or something, no?
That's how it starts out. When business do that, you have to get in that culture way and keep that going. Hopefully it'll just spread that one out.
Man, well, I appreciate you talking to me, man. You're a real nice guy, so thank you, man. And we'll keep our, you know, when that nice thing happens, we'll contribute to that. You know what I'm saying? So we be a part of that. Coming back together.
For a news media or something, or what?
Just my YouTube. Yeah, I've got it. Nobody's watching. Nobody, but it's called Breaking the Conditioning. It's called Breaking the Conditioning. That's the name of it. Just my dumb little show. Nobody watches.
Do you have like a certain position on this at all, or are you just more in the middle?
It's a comedy show. This isn't funny. That's what I mean. I do a comedy show. It's supposed to be political comedy, but nobody watches. No, it's not a big hit. So today's my day off, and I thought, you know, I'm gonna come down here and just be myself, which usually I'm uncomfortable at. I feel like I look like a reporter, but I don't want to act like one. You know, it's just weird. But man, thanks for talking about it, man. Thank you. Thanks, dude.
For the people standing on the island in the middle of NATO, move to the sidewalk.
Man, really cool. Man. So what do you guys think so far? What are you guys thinking so far? Is it crazy out here or what? Hey, how's it going? Yeah, can I talk to you for a second? Sure. I want to film with that. What's your name?
William.
My name's Casey. Nice to meet you.
Who are you, Casey?
My name's Casey. I'm the real Casey. I don't think that's any above the list, but I guess more or less, I'm just over here wondering. There seems to be a block on both sides. Like a block of that we can't even get through. I can't even say, you know, I love you or I want to give you a hug or something like that. It's just getting. It seems like the two sides are getting too. It's to a personal stalemate or something like that. Like it's people getting into their pride or something at this point.
Well, they have pretty strictly opposing beliefs.
Yeah, I guess that's the point. But where I grew up, and I knew a lot of people with different opposing beliefs. We all still got along, like in public, and there was a certain cordialness that was given to each side, even though we didn't agree. You know, like our grandparents taught us if we couldn't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But me, I didn't teach my kids that yet, and I got a feeling that a lot of people didn't teach their kids that last generation that either, because I grew up in a Democrat family, for four-generation Democrat, and I know a lot about the Democrats and even the left and all that, or whatever you want to call it. I've been on both sides, but I've never seen it to where the two sides aren't talking anymore to this point.
Well, I'd say this is, you know, the two ends of the extreme on both sides, so they most likely never talked.
Yeah, I mean, my mission today, I wanted to talk to both sides and see if I can make friends on both sides with people. You know what I mean? Maybe give somebody a hug here or that. Because I'm hoping that maybe someday the two sides could give each other a hug. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more like a love thing. Before, there's been a time in history where we didn't agree and get along, but we still showed niceness to each other.
Did we do that in 1939?
What's that?
Did we do that in 1939?
Well, what do you mean specifically?
The Second World War.
The United States?
Did we defeat the Nazis in blood, or did we defeat them with bullets and blood?
Well, I don't think the United States was the main defeater in World War II. We actually kind of got our asses kicked, just like Vietnam. We kind of
We didn't get our asses.
We got our asses kicked in
around like 1943. They turned the tide of the war. In fact,
dude, we lost the Korean War. We've just lost a lot of wars. The only war we won was the Revolutionary War.
We also didn't lose the Korean War, or the American Civil War, or the Spanish-American.
It depends on how you look at it. People have claimed that we lost those. World War I and II, we supposedly won, but it was an Allied force in World War II.
Yeah, it was mostly the Soviet Union World War II, yeah?
Yeah, and
What's your name, sir?
My name's Casey, dude. It's very nice to meet you guys. I appreciate you guys a lot, by the way. And the Nazis, that's got to be the worst like ideology that there ever was. It wasn't only a dictator, it wasn't only like feudalism, but they were deciding to conquer the whole world. They were trying to conquer all of Europe. They had a mindset that they were going to rule the whole world and eliminate whole races of people and all this stuff. I mean, that absolutely, sir, you're 100% correct.
What would you say
against them?
What would you say the fundamental difference between the left and the right is?
Well, I guess that's a great question. It's open-ended question, sort of. I could go anywhere. I choose my own adventure there, I guess. But
it's got an answer, though, doesn't it?
Well, I would say maybe the left and the right is that a bunch of people aren't on the right. They just want, like me. I'm an atheist, for instance. I just don't believe in religion, but I do like the teachings of the founding fathers, like John Adams and his wife, and Samuel Adams started the Sons of Liberty against King George III because of the Stamp Act. So that stuff was so noble, and Samuel Adams is my favorite out of the bunch. That I say, as far as a Bill of Rights goes, that's the best thing a group of people have, is the Bill of Rights. It protects the citizens from the government being like Hitler or being like a king or a dictator. So that's where the Bill of Rights to me is the sole thing. It protects us. The other countries don't have that, and it seems like the right or left fight right now is over. There's certain people on the left that like communism or like the old USSR system, and it's so anti-Bill of Rights that, and you probably, let me guess, you don't agree with communism.
Okay, well, we're not going to get into that, but like the fundamental difference between the left and the right is both how they would like to distribute political power, and also who the friends are and who the enemies are. This is actually a Nazi political philosopher, Carl Schmitt, who came up with this friend-enemy distinction. You could just as easily call it us and them, or in-group and out-group. You've probably heard talk like this before. So, to the right, in-group and out-group are defined by the nation or by race. This was true even of the founding fathers. Remember, they carved out exceptions to their Bill of Rights, and along which lines did they carve out exceptions? By race. The left, on the other hand, sees the world as a dichotomy between oppressive groups.
The founding fathers changed that.
Oppressive groups and marginalized.
Well, the founding fathers started out like that, but they erased all that stuff. They said the
founding fathers did.
Yeah, Thomas Jefferson by himself sat in a room and wrote the Declaration of Independence, and it starts
American soldiers 60 years later did, or however many.
Well, it was Thomas Jefferson was the one that did. Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence by himself, and it starts out that all men are created equal. Because, and he got fought on that, they wanted him to change that at Continental Congress because they wanted it. They didn't want. He was saying that you cannot buy and trade slaves anymore.
But Thomas Jefferson was
listen. Now this is the thing. I am totally with you on this. Thomas Jefferson at Monticello had it was a slave owner. Yes, and he told the world. He took it on a limb. He said, "We are not going to buy and sell slaves anymore. You can only have the slaves that you have had previously, or you have bred." Now this is outrageous. It's outrageous. Okay, it's still outrageous. It wasn't enough, but what it was is everybody took that. All men are created equal, and it was the tipping point that ended slavery. Was Thomas Jefferson's Declaration of Independence, and he himself. If you look back at all I've read all their books and their writings. It's very important to read it. They were all said that the slavery was a big disaster and a big mistake. Almost all of them were, and at the end, I believe wasn't George Washington and Thomas Jefferson freed all of their slaves. There is only so much that they could do, and even with all their faults, and I do agree those are faults. Slave owning, even though I think Thomas Jefferson, you can see the writings that they were trying to figure out that this is bad and they were trying to come out of it. So you can see that they were trying to do the right thing through all of those writings, and they had been raised into it. I know you know all this stuff.
Thomas Jefferson and the founding fathers and the American government today is founded on the principles of liberalism and late Enlightenment thinking, right? So
yes, that's why. Being libertine is very important. But let it do whatever you want.
John Stuart Mill is considered one of the founders of modern American liberalism. Yeah, but he, even in his writings, carved out exceptions to the rule of who should have power and who should have rights. To John Stuart Mill, it was colonized people. To the founding fathers, it was slaves and Native Americans. So,
but I guess now that we've fixed
hard to be high and mighty as a liberal,
but as a country that's ever changing, we have fixed we don't have slaves anymore, but what we do have, what's left over that we did keep was the Bill of Rights that protects us. And that's the only thing that I think that we should all agree on that's important, is that Bill of Rights protecting us from ever having a Hitler or a king to rule over us. And that's the only thing that stops it, is our Bill of Rights. They're not, it's a list of rules the government's not allowed to violate on.
So why do you bring up the Bill of Rights and ask about a distinction between the rights?
It's all we have left to be a free people as the citizens. If you don't have that, you don't have anything. The Bill of Rights is a list of rules for the government that can't do against us. Kings don't have that, dictators don't have that, communists never had, they are the worst at it.
So you're trying to find common ground between the people on the two sides of the street here by getting us both to agree that the Bill of Rights is okay, right?
No, I'm actually just talking to everybody, see where they're at, and see if I can find maybe that would be the common ground. But I don't know. I don't know.
Most leftists would oppose government suppression of speech because, historically speaking, government suppression of speech has not been used on Nazis or the far right, even though the far right now is.
I gotta tell you a secret.
Largest.
I gotta tell you a secret. I haven't told anybody today. I haven't told these guys either.
Okay.
I used to be a leftist. Very harder than anybody here.
Anyway.
But very hard left. Very hard left.
Leftists today,
and
even the people in masks here, oppose government suppression of speech. I think there's a fundamental.
I agree with that. If they agree, if that's what they're doing with it, I would agree with that.
They also, though, see the historical necessity to oppose fascism by any means necessary.
But fascism, the definition in the dictionary of fascism is the definition of what fascism means.
Fascism is way too difficult.
No, it's not. It has a definition in the. Fascism is.
What is?
It's when the line blurs between corporations running the government and the government itself. You can't tell what's what. It's completely gray. That's the definition of fascism. And those people that support it are fascists.
Okay.
And I'm against that.
That's not how fascism actually operates and is used in the real world.
Well, maybe you guys may be using fascism, the word, but you should use a new word, make up a new word, because the definition of fascism isn't that.
Here is the thing about every word in the English language and any language. Any single word, you can write an entire book about how it's been used throughout history, how that use changes, how people use it in the real world, how people use it in academia, the etymology of that word.
Well, then
the dictionary definition is like a one-sentence summary of a book. It might be useful.
Kind of, but I agree that is the definition.
It might be useful, and certainly corporatism is an aspect of fascism, but fascism is also explicitly racial and also explicitly defines the friend-enemy distinction as being nationalistic.
So I guess my question to you is, where do we see fascism, this version of fascism, we'll call it this version of it, where are we seeing it in the United States? Like enacted by a government bureau or agency. Like they had bureaus, they had the SS in Nazi Germany, they had all of the different, though you can consider those bureaus, all those institutions, they were calling institutions fun camps, like Hillary calls them, but they were actually executing people there. You know, were those
can certainly be argued to be fascistic policies, but it would dilute the meaning of fascism to claim that any authoritarian act on the part of any government is fascism, because fascism is a specific ideology. It is different from the authoritarianism of, say, Lenin.
So you're thinking it's sneaky, it's covert, is what you're saying. It's covertly being implemented here, not in our face with a bureau.
I'm not necessarily saying that, although that could be an aspect of it. Many large corporations benefit from fascistic policies. However, fascism itself as a political program is more specific than just corporatism or just authoritarianism or just racism even. Like, fascists are corporatists, they are racists, and they are authoritarians. But not all authoritarians, corporatists, and racists are by extension necessarily fascist. Fascism is a specific political phenomenon that exists in specific moments in history. And this is arguably one of them. I watched a gentleman over there identifying as Sage Wisdom call Antifa the scum of the earth and demand that, opine that he wished he was in society.
And then, as far as Donald Trump goes, Donald Trump, do you see him as doing any good or any help, or is it just all bad, or do you see anything like halfway, or is it okay, or?
I've not followed every single detail of his policy administration, but I would be hard-pressed to find anything that he is either incompetent or outright malicious in everything that he does. Either it's floundering and flailing, or it's malicious.
And the reason why I'm out here today is because the United Nations, in my opinion, have done the most damage to the United States. If you look at the history, well, it's true. If you look at the damage that's been enacted.
Can you give an example?
Yeah. Oh, I have all of them. Yeah.
Give me 3.
The 1960 war on drugs that Nixon put us under. That was an exact copy and paste declaration of the United Nations. The 2009 Arms Trade Treaty that Obama signed calls for, on the United Nations Arms Treaty website, for abolition worldwide of civilian ownership of firearms. They brought us global warming fraud and carbon credit scams that have been, you could say that it could be debunked or not debunked, but their paperwork in Agenda 21, I've read it. It takes 4 hours to read Agenda 21. I've read the entire thing twice. You've also read it. And it reads as screaming fraud and terror to the world. It would be, it's power to the people at the top and nothing for the average citizen. It would destroy the average citizen's sovereignty.
I don't know what Agenda 21 you read, but it was different than what I read.
Agenda 21 is at Earth Global Summit. You just type that into Google, and they have a PDF. You have a PDF, you can read the whole thing. I've read it many times.
I find nothing controversial in Agenda 21.
You don't think the war on drugs has been detrimental to us? The war on drugs? What about us banning guns? The only reason why this country's here is we still have our guns.
Anyway, I have got other things to do, but thank you for that.
Dude, I really appreciate it. Hey, you know what, bro? One step further, bro. Do it. You know what? My name's Casey. Hey, dude, breaking the conditions.
Southwest NATO is closed.
That's the first step, man.
Pedestrian crossings are closed.
These guys could all do that?
Remain on the sidewalk.
That's not a bad thing, right?
No, I think it would be a bad thing. Here's the thing about fascism, and I'll leave you with this. If you're a political enemy of the left, if you are rich or privileged, you can give it up. You can become a friend of it. Sometimes it may be unduly difficult, you might argue. But if you're a political enemy of fascism, the only way for you to satisfy fascists is to stop existing. If you are Jewish or gay or trans or something like that, the only way that fascists will be happy is if you stop existing, or at least stop existing in a predefined area, which is usually most important.
Well, I think they're predefining as fascists, man. They're not all those people over there aren't fascists. They don't hate Jews or anything.
Okay, not all of those people over there are
fascists. Well, bunch of them are Jewish.
But every single one of them is standing shoulder to shoulder with fascists.
Yeah, all right, back on. Back on. Let me turn the camera around. Oh, maybe. All right, guys. Sorry, the camera's down. I gotta get it going back again. Almost ran out of power. All right, I'm gonna zip my bag up here. We're gonna head on around, talk to some more people. Hold on a second. I'm gonna shut this phone down for 1 second. We're back in action here. All right, I'm back. I got a battery plugged in. We got power. Yep, we got power. All right. Lord. What a day down here, man.
This is the Portland Police Bureau. Southwest NATO is closed. The pedestrian crossings are closed. Remain on the sidewalk.
All right. Yeah, I'm over here. Over here, seeing what's going on.
No KKK, no fascist USA! Fuck Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA! Fuck Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA! Fuck Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA!
All right. We got these guys over here.
No KKK, no fascist USA!
All right. I've talked to you before, man. Yeah, you do. All right. Nice. A lot of people down here. All right. What do you think, guys? Should I go over on the other side and see what they're doing over there? Oh, sorry, I went to. Sorry about that. All right, cool. All right, guys, where should I go? Which side should I go on? Write me in the comments. Who should I visit?
Hey, I stuck you with those signs. That's all right. That's all right. I mean, that works for you.
All right. Make our way through here and see what everybody's doing. Looks kind of like a big ass party. Something's going on over here. Wow. Man, they got a band. Man, they got kind of a jam going on here.
What a late taste of tear gas. Tear gas, those old ladies, right?
Oh my god.
And they would too.
I'm surprised everybody's being so cool to me down here talking to me. It's cool.
Right on.
I thought it was going to be a lot worse.
They've been given orders over there to vacate.
Yeah.
And so it's probably about to happen over there. I'm going to try and circumnavigate and get on the other side because that's where the incoming is going to be.
I was over there earlier. I got some good videos over there.
Are they refusing the order to disperse?
Maybe.
Is that what's happening?
I don't know. I couldn't see. I was over here interviewing some dude.
Well, good luck, man. I hope you find it.
You too, man.
You better run, you better hide. We're all united on the other side. Hey, right wing, you better run, you better hide. We're all united on the other side. Hey, right wing, you better run, you better hide. We're all united on the other side. Hey, right wing, you better run, you better hide. We're all united on the other side. Hey, right wing, you better run, you better hide. We're all united on the other side.
I can do that.
This is the Portland Police Bureau. Southwest Parkway and Southwest Salmon crosswalks are closed.
Cool. All right, guys, let's go this way and see what's going on.
Maybe you guys can
Oh, sorry, dude. Oh, sorry, man. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Alright, thanks. Alright. Well, it's a pretty nice day down here. I'm sweating my ass off. Man.
This is the Portland Police Bureau.
Police are saying nobody can cross the street.
Southwest Salmon crosswalks are closed.
Wow. What the fuck? Somebody broke some glass out here. That's not cool. Oh man. Somebody's gonna have to clean that up. Yeah, I'm on my way that way right now, actually. What? I'm just some dude with a phone. $15 suit at Goodwill and I'm good to go.
It looks like 15.
Maybe 14. All right. So they're saying, go on here and use the crosswalk to get over. That way I can talk to some folks on the other side, see how everybody's doing, and maybe, let's see here. Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, the Portland Police, they're out here. Looks like somebody broke some glass back there. Not sure what the heck is going on with that. Hey, is press, do I still have to go down?
What's that?
Is press, do I still have to go down? Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Okay, cool. Just talk to that cop. He said cross this way. Cool. You guys are from Spain? You were saying earlier? That's cool. Nice. What part?
This is from Madrid.
Oh, that's cool. What's it? Oh, it's well, I suppose it's live. Yeah. Nobody watches my show. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah, we're from Spain.
That's really cool. Nice.
Thank you.
I have a friend from Italy. He's from Rome.
We're close.
Yeah, he's taught me a lot about over there. It's interesting. Very interesting. You guys are like a newspaper or something? Or?
Yes, it is.
Oh, cool. Nice.
He's working for Spanish agencies.
Excellent. Yeah, it's an interesting thing going on here today. I had to come down and film it myself.
That was two things. I'm just supporting her.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely you know, I think one side is trying to be very libertine. The Antifa crowd, they want to be like ultra libertine, to where it's like almost. Well, no.
Is a woman who's sexually free.
You know what? You're probably right. For some reason, I thought it was just all encompassing.
It's too. You know what? Like, I'm shy.
You know what? I learn something new every day. Here, I gotta turn the camera around.
That was great.
She got me there. I learned something new every day.
It's important for journalists, right? Same way.
Frame liberty.
No, I guess my point was they mean well. I guess what it is. It doesn't seem like they're like.
So do libertines.
Yeah. That's all right. I deserve it.
No, you know we can't paint the.
I would love to flip them over and have them love the Bill of Rights.
Who?
These guys over here. I love it. That would be great. Yeah, that would be excellent.
Loves the Bill of Rights.
Well, I've been talking to them. They don't seem to want to be much. At least they don't want to talk to me about it.
You can't paint with such a broad brush, my friend.
I agree with you on that. I totally agree to that.
Right?
That's yep.
Yeah.
Whenever you paint with a broad, I've been painting with a broad brush many times and I didn't like it. So
there you go. That's exactly right.
I have to totally agree with you.
That's right. It's best that we are all individuals.
Yeah, that's the right idea. A hug. I've given out a lot of hugs today. Over there, I got 2 hugs over there, which I don't think they, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
over where?
Over there on the Antifa side, I got some hugs. Which
you get some hugs over here, you think?
I do. Yeah. I think I'll get hugs everywhere I go and I'm hoping someday maybe the 2 sides can hug.
Maybe.
So, it sounds weird. I don't think these guys on here like me saying it either, but no, it seems like there was so much. I mean, how long have we been around and seen political arguments over presidents, and everybody seemed to get along in public still?
Until Trump polarized the whole thing.
And now we've got it's like a mental block on both sides that we're never going to get back to being talking again.
Is this a line, my friends?
Yeah. Have a good day. All right, I'm gonna make my way over here to the forbidden zone, and I think we know which way that lady was going. She was definitely an Antifa supporter, and she didn't like what I was saying. But that's all right, you know, half of the stuff I'm saying to these guys I don't really believe. I'm just trying to buddy up with them to maybe get them to open up. Some of them won't talk to me, so you see me halfway not agreeing with them but talking to them. It's because I want them to open up a bit and maybe talk to me. So that's sort of the idea behind that. But let's go in here and see what's going on right over here. Man, this is probably the least funny show I've ever done. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Thank you, man.
All right, here comes the boys. All right. Wow. Okay, let's head this way. Go talk to some people. That'd be a lot less dangerous.
How you doing, man?
Wow, weren't you hot?
Man, I am, especially over there. I just went over there. And it feels good right here, right? Oh, it feels good right around these guys. Yeah, I don't care about the temperature. Damn, my people over here. No, over there was scary. I just went over there, and it was tough, man.
Did they mess with you about the camera or what?
Yeah. They weren't too kind. I got a couple commies to talk to me, and they are just so stuck on communism, and
that's what they're all about.
They love the first couple of years of Stalin.
If I was about it, I'd buy a plane ticket, bro.
Stalin slaughtered my whole family. My family's Jewish refugees from Russia.
Oh, they just told me over there that we all hate Jews over here. I got it all on live. They just told us the whole thing. I told them like half the people, a bunch of people over here are Jewish. You know,
one of the 6 we brought from Vegas is a Jew.
Yeah, they're not going to talk. I shut them down on every aspect, but I'm going over there trying to halfway play friendly at first so they'll talk to me. But yeah, it's rough over there, man. I had to get my battery pack out of the bag. I got down. I was scared. I was like I could get thumped at any moment. These guys, they weren't liking me. A lot of them were over there watching my 2 interviews over there, and they were like, what the hell is this guy doing over here? Yeah, I was looking at people. They were reaching in their pockets. They've got weapons. I don't think they're being disarmed over there.
They're not. They're not.
I didn't see anybody go through there.
They weren't on the...
What weapons did you see?
Because, well, I saw one guy had something metal in his pocket, and he kept touching it. An asp or something. That was round on the end of metal, whatever it was. Oh, sorry, man.
Yeah, they're cheap. I have like $20 on Amazon.
Yeah.
They break those cheap ones. Yeah, they do. Did you see anything else?
That's all I saw. Yeah. They have so much stuff on though. They're wearing more layers than I am over there. They Jews with masks on there. I tried to get in a little group over there and play friendly with them to say to talk. I weren't all, you know. I almost dressed even a little more to try to get them to talk to me, but
they won't do it.
No, they weren't talking. Yeah, one of them stands in front of the other ones and blocks, so they can't talk to them. But no, what they did is they made it so you have to go down 2 lights to go across. I just went across, and all of them are going to do the same thing. They're all eventually going to go down and go in.
Is that where they're having a drop off down there now? What do you mean Antifa's going to come in?
I just went from that side and walked down 2 blocks and came over. No problem. The cop told me go to the next block and go over.
You know why they're doing that? Because they have to go through that fucking fenced area.
They're going to claim, the police are going to claim this time they tried to separate us, but they're still going to let them in probably.
Well,
they urged us all to go into that area over there.
Oh.
The whole park's fenced off. If you go into the park over there, they'll disarm you. So that's why they're taking them down there and sending them back through this way so they can.
My knife was compliant with Portland's city laws too. They still took it.
Damn.
Those motherfuckers are all on me.
Man, yeah, I was really hoping maybe I could have some kind of breakthrough today where somebody would say something to the other side and I would get it on film and it would be a hug or something like that.
You know, I actually talked.
I hugged 2 of them over there.
I talked to a cat.
I did.
He came walking up. He was a medic, and he was actually receptive. Like, you can see it in their eyes which ones don't know why they're there, and the ones who are just so fucking far gone that there's no talking to them. But there's been honestly a couple of them that came over very receptive, very polite, very nice, willing to conversate, willing to listen to what I had to say.
Yeah, I had a couple of conversations over there. They weren't any good, but it was just a one-way deal. They really are stuck on communism. It's so bizarre. It's not like they're stuck on, you know, something halfway. They're stuck on the most hardcore thing with just all the numbers, all the records want nothing to do with it, and they're stuck on it. I don't understand it. It's like a cult. Yeah, it is a cult. I grew up in a house of hardcore Democrats, and I am actually reformed leftist. From years ago, when I was 12, 13, 14, they indoctrinated me into Sharps, the Skinheads Against Racial Prejudice, all little groups. A few years back, I tried to infiltrate a bunch of the so-called, you know, whatever you call it, do-gooder groups out here, you know what I'm saying? Right. And it's my first taste of political correctness. I told everybody, I started to meet the people that run and everything, so I told everybody, don't puss out, be at the March Against Monsanto. And they flipped out because I said puss. And that was the first taste I got, and they wanted nothing to do with me at the march. So the next I started to realize, you know, I know I'm not going to drop their names, but I know a couple of the people that are like running the thing, and I like attack the hell out of them on Facebook because they know who I am, because I have other connections that they know about that I won't drop either. But it was like I hammered them, but they don't get rid of me. They still let me hammer them. They still know. I don't know. They still let me go to their functions and stuff and make fun of them. But I just did an episode. If you watch, my channel's called Breaking the Conditioning. I just did Breaking the Conditioning. But I just did an episode where I came down here and just got a bunch of interviews and it's really clowny, really bad. You can do it when there's not even a march. You can just come down here and get clowny interviews and whatever you want. And it's a comedy show. Yeah.
They don't research on their own. They listen to what they're told and then they go with it. It's crazy. I don't even watch the news anymore. It's just so ridiculous.
It's so fake.
And you're like,
yeah.
People believe this? Like, what?
Especially when they talk about like a tragic thing that happened, they'll be like, you know, Sandy Hook or whatever it is, or the World Trade Center, and it's like, to anybody who knows any history, every government of the world blows stuff up and blames it on someone else. So we're supposed to start crying and everything as soon as something starts happening, instead of everybody should be outraged and be like, who actually did it? But the news goes into the straight face and tells you the official story. And you have to, and then you're an outcast if you deny the official story.
The most blatant example of that I've ever seen is Korea. So Korea got kicked off because of the Gulf of Tonkin. It never even happened. There was no ship on there. Nothing ever fucking happened. But they said some ship got blown up, and that's why we went to Korea.
Well, it was actually Jim Morrison's dad from The Doors. He was the admiral on the ship and gave the orders. And they bombed their other battleship. They wove it out of international waters, couldn't get fired upon by the Viet Cong, so they shot their own battleship. Now that got released through Freedom of Information requests in the 90s, or in 2003. Yeah. So that became public now, the paperwork's out. And we also have Operation Northwoods, where they were gonna bomb, Kennedy's cabinet drew up a plan to bomb. Operation Northwoods. John F. Kennedy's cabinet drew up a plan to make a fake terrorist group called the Cuban Socialists and have fake terrorist attacks all over Florida and run planes into buildings. And they didn't do it. Kennedy vetoed the idea, but now through Freedom of Information requests, the documents are released. It shows that the White House is planning to false flag and stuff with 2 airplanes, run them into buildings in Florida. So we're supposed to take all these Freedom of Information requests and say, okay, these guys are full-on liars. They just blow stuff up, and then when something happens, we're supposed to take the official narrative. It's crazy. And the herd mentality reinforces it. You have to believe that you're ostracized from the group.
I love our group. We all can have different, really can get in full-blown knockout, drag-out arguments with each other.
Yeah.
Talk and be like, all right, and move on. You know?
Exactly.
So nice.
Man, everybody's shooting and booting. What's going on? All right, I'm ready. All right, guys. I don't know what's going on. I think we're about to enter the swamp. Oh, man. All right. Wow. Wow, that's an official shield. That thing's official. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, dude! The haters just bounce off of that thing. Hey there. Hey. All right, where do y'all want me to go? You guys want me to make my way back over to the Antifa side, or you want me to get close to the action here, the Proud Boys? All right.
Play us up like being super chico, badass, or anything like that. I'll do what I have to do. That's what it comes down to.
What's funny is this guy right here that was recording stuff. He was recording it until I said the peace sign. Put the camera down. I was like, oh, okay, we can't show people actually being like peaceful. No. Camera cut off.
All right, let's walk around, see if we can see what's going down around here. All right, let's go on a little walkabout. Oh, thanks, dude. I'm trying to think of where I can go get a good shot. I think I'm gonna walk over this way by the fountain. Shit, I should get in the damn fountain. Oh, there's shit over here. All right. Gonna come over here and going down. Got this dude here. I'm not sure what all that means.
Is that a grenade?
Huh?
Is that supposed to be a grenade?
I don't know.
Because if it is, I love it.
I want to give a hug real bad. Real bad.
I know, because I'm a jock. You know, I play sports.
It's weird. I'm so not that. I suck at sports, but he's probably looking at me in my face thinking I'm the guy. Look at it. It looks like the jock guy or whatever. Oh, fuck. It's not me. I throw like this. It goes.
Not me. I'm a baseballer.
All right, with my right arm I can throw. My left arm, it's got a little soy. A little bit of soy.
Soy. I'm allergic to soy.
Me too. This guy's not. Should I hug him? Should I do it?
Well,
Let me ask everybody watching. Should I hug this dude? I'll ask you too. Should I hug this dude?
Are you online?
Yeah.
Live streaming?
Should I hug this dude or what?
Let's flip a coin.
Flip a coin? I guess I have to ask him first then. If I can hug him.
Flip a coin.
Dude.
Tails you do it, heads you don't.
All right. Guys, do I do it or do I do it? No, Debbie says do it. Debbie does it. Debbie says to do it. Debbie says to do it. Dude, can we do a hug? All three of us? Yeah! Hug!
That's great. Thank you. That was wonderful.
You know who really hates that across the street?
Oh, I know.
They don't want us hugging that dude. They don't want us hugging him.
But you know what? They're somebody's children, you know?
Oh yeah.
They're just uninformed and uneducated.
I'm a reformed leftist.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
From way back. Yeah.
They're just so entitled, and it's my generation that messed everything up.
It is. Yes, I give that to you. Yes, it's you. Yes, you can take the blame.
I feel like they have the right to say anything they want to say.
Yes. Libertarian. Yes.
As long as they don't get violent.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. They did. I went over there and I interviewed people over there.
Really?
It was very dangerous. I did
Scary.
it. It was scary. I feel like every time I turned my back, I was about to get punched or something.
I've been instructed not to because, you know.
Oh, I went in there and got 2 interviews, and it was rough, man. I'll tell you what. I was literally scared to be over there. But they are very hard about communism. They're not letting up. That's what they're about, is communism. And they're not gonna.
If they only knew, you know.
And even when you go over the numbers of the horrors of communism, they love that
They
part of
don't
it.
care about facts is the problem.
They think they're going to be, when communism hits here, they think they're going to be in the Central Committee or the Politburo, and they'll have power. But the truth is, they're all going to be in a gulag. 98% of the people in communism were in the populace. 2% were in the Central Committee and the Politburo.
They want to take away gun rights. They want to give our guns to the government they hate, Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Yeah. Well, the guns are the last thing. Guns are the last thing holding us. The guns are the last keeping us together as a people. Yeah. The guns protect our Bill of Rights. Our Bill of Rights is a list of rules that protects us from the government.
Yeah.
That the government is not allowed to do to us.
Right.
And that's what kings never had to have a Bill of Rights. Dictators don't have a Bill of Rights for the people. Right. We are the only ones that have it. 135 countries after World War II adopted our version of a Bill of Rights.
Really?
Yes, because it's the best thing going. Not even those sad power structures could stop the people from going to a Bill of Rights style government.
I love that.
So that's what we need to protect here, is our Bill of Rights. Don't let them add a right on there that erases the whole thing. You know what I mean? They all want a picture of you, I think. Yeah.
I like
$15 at Goodwill.
Where's the tie?
Huh?
Where's the tie?
The tie? It looks too formal.
I want so badly to take the shoes off underneath here. But all I have is because I'm so hot.
Yeah.
And then I've been holding the sign all day. And it's the guy's sign that I wrote in here with, so I can't lose it.
Drink in the fountain, we'll splash. We'll be good to go. Well, cool. I'm going to cruise around. It's good talking to you, though. You too. All right. She was cool. All right. You guys want to say anything? You guys want to say anything? You don't have to. I don't care. I don't like sticking a camera in somebody's face. They don't want it. I'll bring it away.
Well, it's just there's a lot of hate going on, and I know fuck Nazis is kind of hateful too, but...
Well, not really. I think everybody here on this side hates Nazis.
Yeah,
they all say fuck Nazis. So
that's good.
All the Patriot people seem to not like the Nazis. So.
Like nationalism too. I mean, it's kind of the same thing, the same fascist type of idea.
Nationalism, I guess. I guess the nationalism depends on what the social order is, I suppose. Like, would I be proud of this country just based off of the Bill of Rights? A Bill of Rights is a list of rules that protects the citizens from the government. From a king or a dictator, it's a list that the government can't do to the citizens. That's what I think is special about the United States. Kings don't have that for their citizens. Dictators don't give that to their citizens. So that would be what's worth protecting, is just that we have this list of rules. Oh, okay. Well, see, you're with me on that then. It's the Bill of Rights that protects us from the government, and that's what I'm worried about. I did interviews over there, and they are adamantly for communism, USSR style communism.
I don't support communism.
Me either. Yeah, that's what they're into. That's what I see their main problem as. They don't want to talk to us because we want to talk about what they're into, and they don't want to talk about it because it involves killing half the population when they get in power. Also, when they get in power, they're all dreaming that they're going to be part of that Politburo or the Central Committee. But every time communism gets implemented somewhere, it's only 2% of the population make it into the Politburo and the Central Committee. 98% of the people are looking for potato or bread line.
Yeah, just tell me against communism. I have no love for communism.
So what? So the Nazi, fuck Nazis thing is against
white supremacy, fascism, just probably the farther right side of this group. Every group, like, their group has their people that are shit, and this side has their group that are shit.
I've been talking to these guys. Who's shit over here?
I'm sure they're out here, brother. I'm sure they're out here.
Because you have the Proud Boys. They're not racist or anything like that. They're all sorts of people over here. They're nice to me, very polite people. All the Trump people, I don't see as, I wouldn't say that they're...
Some of them, for sure.
Gosh.
I've been to a few of these.
Me too, yeah. I've been to a lot of them, but they... Gosh, I just don't see it as any of it racist. I'm on the inside of the private groups on Facebook. Oh, not anymore, but I'm off of all the stuff. But when I was into it, I've never heard a whisper of anything racist out of any of those people. I know the people that run the 2 Trump groups out here, I talk to them in private message all the time. There's no racist, there's anti-racist talk going on behind the scenes everywhere.
It's observation bias, I guess.
I just don't want it to be, that helps feed them over there, their thing, that sign. And I just don't think that's us.
You're never ever going to talk me out of a fuck Nazi sign.
Well, no, I agree with you. I don't like Nazis. But I'm just saying to project it onto these people.
If they're not Nazis, then it doesn't involve them, right? If they don't like fascism, yeah, but you're labeling someone.
I get it. Just seems like, yeah, like before I came over here, I thought you were with them. I come over here, you're 3/4 with these guys by talking to you.
I'm pretty moderate.
There's a fraction of you that's with them.
Both sides have things that they're right about.
They're over there, they're anti-Bill of Rights. We're pro-Bill of Rights. You were in the military. I want you to be with us pro-Bill of Rights, my friend. Not over here, fuck Nazis, assuming these guys are Nazis.
I support the Constitution.
We'll support these guys. They are upholding what's left of the country. If these guys were gone, they would take over. I assure you of that. They will take over. And the weathermen, the FBI infiltrated the weathermen. Bill Ayers, the weathermen, they plan on killing half the population.
I don't believe that for a second.
You don't believe the FBI's assessment?
I believe that's fake propaganda.
You don't think that was real? The FBI lied about that?
I think the narrative that you're trying to support is disingenuous.
Larry Grafwald infiltrated the weathermen and testified under oath. That's all I know about it. Is what
over here, I read the sign and I see love wins and stuff like that.
I'm with that. I give hugs over there for that. Yeah. So I'm with that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing. I saw one communist flag out of all of them.
Well, it's not that. You go talk to them. They admitted they're into communism. I talked to them. They told me they're into communism.
I see native flags. I see California flags.
The Cascadian flag.
I'm not seeing a lot of communist propaganda.
It's because and they've been told by Marx. If you read Marx and Engels, Marx says not to tell everybody you're a communist. Yeah. And when you go talk to them, they admitting it to me on film. I just 3 people today told me they're communists.
They told you they were communists?
They're full-on communists.
Well, put them on Facebook.
It's already live. It's already on. It's on YouTube.
There you go.
But that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about. I mean, are you worried about communists taking over? Or you think we're just good?
No.
They can't get into political office. They have no sway.
Well, that's the way democracy works.
You can't.
If they sway their base, then they can get in office. But I don't think they're going to take over this country at this point.
So you think I'm like a McCarthyist? Like I'm just scared of communists. Everywhere I look, there was a communist behind a bush.
Maybe.
Or was McCarthy proven later on to be totally correct? It was worse than McCarthy said.
Do you think any of our economic policies represent communism?
Here?
Yeah.
They want it to. Yes, they.
But does it?
Well, Karl Marx said you use socialism you have to raise a generation on socialism before they'll be willing to accept a dictator.
Yeah. Well,
that's what they're doing. They're trying to raise a generation on socialism so they can install a dictator. I wouldn't believe it if they didn't tell me they were commies. I would not believe it, but they tell me they're commies all the time.
I don't see it in reality happening here.
Go over there and talk to some people. Go over there and talk to some people.
I believe there's probably people over there that say shit like that.
Dude, I went to the last rally here.
Like, well, can you explain the sign?
Yeah, you explain yourself.
No, but what I mean, who are the Nazis?
He just spent a half hour telling me. I guess I don't know if he wants to repeat.
I don't want to repeat it. It's literal Nazis. If there's a Nazi out here, it's for them.
Oh, it's for them. Do we agree that there can probably be Nazis over there too? I don't know.
I haven't walked over there yet.
But you understand, as a veteran, we want you with us. We don't want you over there.
And I just want to be with the side that's reasonable. And if both sides are reasonable, I don't want to be with either one of them.
We don't want a military veteran encouraging them, because you are proud. Because you stand. Well, you still have to come back and play the hero back here too. We need you to be the hero here. You know what? If I thought you were right, if I was an outsider and didn't know this group, I would say maybe you are. I know these people pretty damn well. There's no Nazis over here.
From the South, I've seen plenty of white nationalists and Nazis.
People raised up here were propagandized. There's no.
I've literally seen it.
The white people up here aren't racist. Even these people here.
Isn't there like in the outskirts of like rural Oregon, tons of white nationalists?
No, there's not. No, Southern Oregon's not. No, it's not. Dude, I'm from Yamhill County. It's where I grew up. Yamhill County.
Isn't there like
You've seen it with our eyes. You can't tell us that doesn't exist.
Yeah. What's that? Don't I know you?
Everybody knows it.
Wait, you're talking about Nazis that are out here?
No, he said white nationalists.
White now? What does that mean? You're white and you love the United States?
Oh, you want like the supremacy of the white man over everybody else, and you embrace.
And you're saying we've never run into that in our state? We have.
Dude, who tells you? People tell you they want you to involve yourself in that? People told you they want you to join that?
I've heard.
Who came to you and told you they want you to join that? I've never heard this.
Well, they wouldn't recruit me because
they just look at me and say, "Oh, there's that guy that would never join us. We're going to keep it a big secret from him." This is a big secret for me. This has been kept a big secret for me. There's a white supremacist, a white nationalist group, and they're telling me that.
Without being anything other than
No, I am being.
They march with their swastikas and
Where? Are we against them right now? Where are they?
Have you never seen it? You're just blind.
You're saying that this doesn't exist. We've experienced it with our eyes. That's why we're here. To say that we represent everybody.
Dude, these guys here would not wear a swastika.
Right now, instead of like we haven't said anything against these guys. We're just here.
Well, I mean, you're marching against the wrong. I'm saying you're holding a sign at the wrong group. You're holding a. I know. I'm just saying you're holding a sign at the wrong group.
Words in my mouth.
No, he's holding a sign. I'm saying he's holding a sign at the wrong group.
What's wrong with that sign?
These guys aren't Nazis, like you said with the armband and shit. That's not them.
He didn't say these guys are Nazis. He's saying he does not like Nazis. That's all he's saying.
I don't like him either. So we're on the same page there.
Why are you antagonizing?
Because he's a veteran, and that right there, everybody's assuming that he's with them over there.
Who's wrong for that for assuming? That's that person's.
I know. No. He's trying to get a conversation going. He did with the thing.
Right.
And that's it. We're talking about it now.
Exactly. And you're putting words in his mouth.
No, I'm not putting words in his mouth, dude. No. Dude, he's got a sign.
Right.
It's
so
saying.
What's wrong in the world to say fuck Nazis? People that.
I told him 4 times I agree with the sentiment of his sign.
Okay, then
so I say don't point it at these guys because they're not Nazis.
If they're not Nazis, then they shouldn't get upset about it.
Well, no, you're pointing at. If you pointed at me and you said, "Hey," I'd be like, "Hey, dude, I'm not a Nazi, man."
Called you a Nazi. Has he done that?
I know. I'm just saying.
Has he done that?
Not call. I said hold it at me and just kind of. Me or a group of people I'm with at it.
Who cares? If they're not Nazis,
I'm in the group of people, so I care.
You're trying to get people upset. We're here to say that is not right. Whether you are or not, you shouldn't get upset. Okay,
I'm with the sentiment of the sign.
Then why are you trying to bait him? We're good, right?
We debated already. Yeah. Dude, come on, man.
Okay, so don't bait us because it's not going to work.
No, dude, I'm not baiting. I'm the nicest guy here.
Okay.
Dude.
Then why ask us all these antagonizing questions?
There's a sign. He's holding a sign in front of these guys over here. They split us into 2 groups, and we're not Nazis.
Who cares?
Dude, that's why. You asked me why. I told you why. We're not Nazis. We shouldn't have a sign held up like we are. That's it. That's it. What a fucking clown. Yeah, you're right. It's a waste of time chattering with those idiots. They just vote left. They try to propagandize their kids to vote left. Yeah, we're double, triple fucked out here. Just like I said, Tommy Robinson needs to move. Maybe I need to move too. Alright, I'm going to come back on camera here. Alright. Man, what a wild deal, man. Fucking A. Whew. Man. It's wacky out here, man. It's really, really wacky. What do you guys think of what's going on today? It's just freaking crazy out here. These conversations are crazy. It's so bizarre. Debbie, you want to be here real bad? I'm here for you, Debbie. I'm here. You want me to walk somewhere or go somewhere? I'll show you around if you want. Whoa, man, Wilson is right, man. Those guys, you talk to them, save that hot air for your body temperature. Man, all right, let's go on. Let's move to... Yeah, yeah, I'm the nicest guy here. What the hell? Dude, I'm not big. I'm the nicest guy here. You gotta admit, I'm pretty damn nice, man. I'm hugging these commies and shit. What the fuck? I am nice. All right. All right, we got a congregation over here on the other side of the double fence. We're gonna make our way over there. See if we can make some more friends on the way. Waving hi to these guys.